Hello, seventh grade. So here is the data answers for average daily attendance for all four types of schools. We're going to take this data and then answer some questions about it. Then you are going to pick your own category and do the same thing over again and then compare attendance to things like SAT scores, whatever you want. All right, so what patterns do we notice? Okay, so in this data, what patterns do you notice? So right away, I noticed that neighborhood high schools have the lowest attendance, followed by citywide schools, and then special admissions and charter schools have the highest. Right, were there any numbers that didn't fit the pattern? Okay, so let's take a look here. If I look this, right? All of these numbers kind of make sense. This one special admission school has like kind of a lower attendance rate. Masterman has a super high attendance rate. Looking at these attendance rates at the citywide schools, they're all pretty much similar. The neighborhood schools, let's see if any neighborhood schools have really high attendance. Not really. They're all, I think the highest is like 86. And here, charter schools are kind of all over the place. With 97, I would say no. Nothing really stands out to me as being um, too out of place. Right? Um, Actually, here I would say that the median of the neighborhood high schools is different from the mean. Whereas, like, look how close the median mean are for special admission, for charter, and for citywide schools. So neighborhood high schools, the median is lower than the mean. What does that mean? That means that it's interesting. That means that the data is like neighborhood high schools either have really, really good attendance or really, really bad attendance. There's really no in between. That's what's pulling the median down and the mean up, um, which is interesting. All right, so what you're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, this is like high school level stuff. You're gonna finish the packet and I'll just walk you through what you need to do. You need to pick a category. So for example, let's say that like we just did the data for average student daily attendance. Let's say we want to look at that and look at average SAT scores, okay, for reading. There's reading and math here. You're going to use this data, plot it out on these number lines. Okay, you're going to have to change these numbers. These don't make sense anymore. Okay, so if I'm using SAT scores, I need to use a range that works. So this is like in the 400s. So maybe I want to start with like 450 and go up to, let's say, 600. All right. If you don't want to use the number lines, you can also just put the numbers in order. That works too. Um, so yeah, you are going to choose data, find the mode, median, and mean for all four um, types of schools. Tell us what patterns you notice, which numbers didn't fit the patterns, and then exploring the other categories. You're going to look at trends. You're going to look at relationships between like SAT scores and attendance. Is there a relationship as one goes up, does the other go up? As one goes up, does the other go down? Um, and in the categories that we studied, are charter schools more similar to special admissions, citywide, or neighborhood schools? So listen, I hope to see a lot of you on Zooms. I can help walk you through all of this. It's really hard for me to kind of like do the answers for you, and I don't want to do that because you have to pick your own category. There's some critical thinking in here. You're going to have to adjust these number lines or come up with your own strategy. I believe in you. You can do it, and just answer the questions. At the end of the day, as long as you put in effort, you will get full credit. And if you have questions, message me or join those Zoom calls. Good luck.